Ever let a good crisis go to waste? That could almost be the motto of the Chancellor, Rishi Sunak, today as he unveils his first budget. The last one was cancelled, you may recall, thanks to Brexit. This one nearly went the same way when the former Chancellor, Sajid Javid, resigned in fury last month over Dominic Cummings messing with his advisers and Number 10 insisting on command and control. Then came coronavirus. This is a crisis with a silver lining for the government. It has swept the news agenda and the press has all but forgotten about Mr Javid and the impact of Brexit. But that doesn't mean that Chancellor Sunak has an easy ride. Far from it. The novice in number 11 has his name on what could be the most important budget in half a century. If he gets his numbers wrong today, Boris Johnson's government might not survive the next fortnight. Normally chancellors are well advised not to throw money at a problem until they know exactly how big it is. This is different. Following the lockdown of Italy, he should throw the money irrespective of what he knows. There may be sound reasons for thinking that Britain will not be as badly hit as Italy. Epidemiologists suggest that the progress of the disease here does not seem to be following the same pattern. It is also the case that, in China, coronavirus passed its peak in January. Britain's epidemic is expected to peak in the next fortnight. But then, no one really knows. In terms of crude mortality, Britain is roughly where Italy was a fortnight ago. That is bad enough. On social media, unnamed medical experts on the ground in Italy are posting alarming accounts of having to stand by as old people die for lack of respirators. These stories will only increase in number. There is no cure for COVID-19. People who contract it rely on the body's capacity to fight the infection. Hospitals can only help the patient's own immune system to work. Indeed, one of the reasons for delaying a complete lockdown and cancellation of sporting events is precisely to allow what is called herd immunity to develop naturally in the wider community. But that is a difficult thing to explain in a sound bite. When Mr Johnson, trying to paraphrase the advice he had been given by the medical officers, said we might just have to take it on the chin for a while, he was roundly attacked for being stupid and risking people's lives. After all, the country has been told, not least by the First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon, that 50 to 80% of the population could get COVID-19 and up to 250,000 might be hospitalized. Mr Sunak needs to be thinking of those figures today, rather than the comforting notion that the epidemic may be over before Easter. The National Health Service desperately needs more intensive care beds, respirators, oxygen tents. Mr Sunak must open his checkbook. So these for more on this story, visit the news article link.